Alright, it's day 5 of the My Muscle Academy trainer. All those pressing muscles are lit. You're feeling that improvement in mind muscle connection all over your body already. But today we're going to flip the script up and hit all the pulling muscles. My goal in this pulling workout is to cue you on technique and give you a fresh perspective on some old school basics. These new perspectives on your technique will allow you to improve mind muscle connection and execute these reps perfectly, not just today, but every day throughout the entire trainer. The first movement today is going to be a close grip pull-up. This variation of the old school basic is awesome because the wide grip pull-up brings that real width to the lats, but with this close grip you'll be able to hit all the small muscles down the center of the back and use a different technique. So what you want to do here now is let your elbows stay in tight as you get your chin above the bar, and on the way down on the negative, slowly let the elbows flare a little bit to let the scapula open up and bring a whole new development to the back. This is a great vertical pulling exercise to bring that complete back development. Alright, for the horizontal pulling movement today, we're going to do a dead stop barbell bent over row. Make sure your hamstrings are nice and loose and nice and flexible because usually the spine stops at parallel, but it must go beyond parallel on this exercise as the bar is going to come to a complete stop on the ground between every repetition. Control the rep, squeezing harder and harder, really focusing on that lower to mid back area, which you're not usually going to hit on a barbell bent over row as much, as most people usually stand up more, squeezing the upper back. So get nice and low, get a nice arcing motion, pulling the bar to your navel, and make that lower back pop. Alright, for one badass total body movement, we're going to add in a conventional deadlift today. But to cue yourself on technique, since we're going lighter, make sure you brace yourself about feet shoulder width and raise your arms as you squat down. From here, your arms will remain straight as if they're hooks grabbing onto the bar. As you're coming up out of this range of motion, squeeze your hips as hard as you can, driving your hips forward, working the entire posterior chain of the body. Remember, there's not a single exercise out there that works more muscle groups than the conventional deadlift. So really put your mind in the muscle and make this exercise work. When it comes to the dumbbell concentration curl, you always think we're getting sloppy, throwing their shoulder into it, using all kinds of body English. This is not the movement for that. It's a concentration curl. Concentrate on the center of your body and then isolating that muscle. What the key to this movement is keep your arm perpendicular to the floor so it's straight down. This is a fully lengthened position for the bicep. From here, supinate the wrist out, squeezing the outside head of the bicep, 1001, slowly controlling the weight on the way down. I'm also using my knee to brace my elbow to make sure I'm not getting any sway. Keep it honest, concentrate, and squeeze that bicep. Now let's move into the ultimate mass building bicep exercise, the barbell bicep curl. In way of technique, what you want to do is slightly externally rotate the shoulders so your chest is up nice and tall as if a bar is going through your body so your elbows are stuck in tight at your sides. But don't just grip the bar with your thumb and your pointer finger, grip with your pinky and ring finger as well, rotating the wrist out to eliminate elbow pain. From the bottom of the range of motion, use the My Muscle Academy techniques to activate the bicep and squeeze harder and harder as you peak up towards the top.
Camera rolling and action.
Alright, we've bombed the back and the buys are pumped up, but let's round out these biceps and finish the workout with some dumbbell spider curls. Line with your stomach on an incline bench at about 45-degree angle, even up to 65 is fine. Really activate all the muscles in your hips, low back, and slightly arc that chest to keep your shoulder out of the range of motion. Squeeze harder and harder, activating those biceps and getting the max pump. That completes day 5 of phase 1 in our final upper body session this week before we get serious and hardcore and move some heavy ass weight next week. So in the meantime, go home, work on your stretching, work on your mobility, continue reading the My Muscle Academy guidebook, and tomorrow we'll hammer those legs.